When asked about my favorite pizza establishment, Little Caesars is the first that comes to mind. Well, it would be second place if I'm judging it by overall performance. It's located in my current house, like it's about 15 minutes away in walking speed, and one of the cheapest, so it's convenient. Speaking of which, the first house I lived in before elementary also had a Little Caesars a few blocks away. I'm starving. Apparently, the original $5 hot and ready pizza was now $6. Ain't sure if it's the same for y'all watching this. Back then, I never upgraded to the pizza with extra pepperoni or cheese because I'm already satisfied with the original and can save $1 on other things, like a drink from McDonald's. There's quite a handful to tackle, so that said, pizza. Little Caesars had one of my favorite mascots out of any food brands. He's a caricature of Julius Caesar, a Roman dictator. If anything, I had an admiration of characters with thick black outlines, so to add flair to the designs. This style was originated by the UPA Animation Studio, which was first founded in the early 1940s during World War II, but exploded in popularity in the 1950s. I remember during one of my art projects in high school, we were told to choose any mascot to draw on an art portfolio, and I, of course, did Little Caesars. A year later, my mom would find the portfolio lying around the house and decided to rip it without any warning. My next point does need some context. Currently there are 6 Little Caesars locations in my city, 4 of which existed before 2010. There was the one by my original house, the second was located south from the first one, the third was even southern, and the fourth was all the way north. I rarely went to the third and fourth locations. The fifth was built around 2015 in the middle point of the city, and the current one is located near my new house, the same one I purchased this pizza from. Got all that? Well, I hope so. The first 2 locations had a massive advantage over the new ones because I was welcomed with a unique smell that spread the store. Since I mainly ordered the original, I don't recall having any bad experiences waiting for the pizza to be ready. At most, it was 5 minutes when ordering different pizza. For the first year of the opening of Location 5, each time someone entered the place, a jingle would play that was the same used in one of the commercials at the time.
Lunchtime, you're hungry, we know how you feel. Your mouth wants Little Caesars, and your wallet wants a deal. Bite, sip, to the deep dish combo mambo. For lunch, pizza.
Not only did I have plenty of experience going there, but in most social events and parties, they order pizza from Little Caesars. Whenever it occurs, I try to grab as many slices as I could while being caught, cause why not? Especially in this one community service organization I go to, they order between 8 to 10 boxes, along with chips and drinks, and not like everyone eats the pizza anyway. I mainly do stuff the traditional way, meaning I don't use the new pizza portal, and especially not ordering by online delivery. It costs around $13 just for one hot and ready pizza. Thanks, Bada Walk. My thoughts on the side stuff are the following. The breadsticks are fine enough, but the crazy sauce I ain't too crazy for. It's hit and miss. Sometimes it tastes wonderful, and other times it's a bit too watery. I find it redundant nowadays to dip the pizza with tomato sauce, especially because, in Little Caesar case, it tastes quite identical that I'd rather use ranch, which is so good. I don't purchase wings from them, so I can't comment, though I'm curious. How would you rate their wings compared to other restaurants? Are they better or worse? I don't remember the exact year, I think it was 2012, but I definitely recall the day I ordered the deep dish pizza for the first time. We ordered 2 boxes to share with one of our cousins that we haven't met in a while down the Mexican border. Despite each of the pizza items having an identical taste, I prefer the deep dish pizza over the original. It's based off the Chicago style pizza, and with the extra crunchiness of the crust and cheese flavor makes it more satisfying to eat. They eventually added a cheese deep dish and the $9 box set, which is 4 slices of the original deep dish with 10 slices of cheese bread. Let's not forget that $5 lunch combo, which I also haven't bought yet. Earlier in 2022, they had the exclusive Back Zone to promote the Batman, which I ordered about 3 times. The first was during Super Bowl weekend, second was late February during one of my road trips back to my hometown for the weekend, and third was a random day finishing up homework for college. Good calzone, though I had a tiny concern for the cheese that was on the sides. It had different tastes compared to the cheese taste in the pizza portion at the Back Zone, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it makes a comeback if that Batman sequel movie were to be produced. And that's all the pizza I've eaten from Little Caesars. I imagine for this video to go on for a bit longer, but most of my experiences were literally straightforward. Pretty much hungry for a pizza, drive or walk to Little Caesars. Only question remains, why isn't Little Caesars my favorite pizza restaurant? Well, similar to McDonald's, I've become more aware of its shortcomings, such as the main pizza losing some pizzazz. I still remember the taste of the pizza from the first store, the one that I went to as a kid. So each time I go to one of the new ones, the comparisons start kicking in. Something about their dough is off compared to the older stores. Like McDonald's, since they rely on the food to be convenient for the masses, the quality and the materials are inferior to other places. There's also trying out different pizza establishments like Domino's, Pizza Hut, and Papa John's. It's not enough to make a video out of them, though Domino's is objectively better than Little Caesars. Domino's is also not my favorite. That honor goes with Peter Piper Pizza. What it's all boiled down to is that this is the place I have the biggest soft spot for. I couldn't come up with a psychological reason as to why. It's just the way it is. Been trying to save as much money as possible due to the circumstances that we are facing in the economy. If you made it this far into my vlog, many thanks. If you'd like to share your thoughts or experiences on Little Caesars, feel free to express them in the comments below. Next time I do one of these food vlogs, my pick is between Peter Piper Pizza or Chick-fil-A.